How's it going, Lone Riders? Heaps of product news, heaps of updates. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this one. First off, we had a design sprint last month in Annecy. Annecy is in France, just below Switzerland and Geneva or Genf, and it's a beautiful mountainous area, incredible place. And very beautiful. It's called the Venice of the Alps. If you've ever been there, you'll probably know. Great for camping as well and motorcycling. You've got heaps of routes there, and yeah, just amazing place to work. So I caught up with Baptiste. He's the new product engineer. I'll introduce him in a moment. And we developed lots of new products, brainstormed lots of new ideas, and pushed them along quite far. I'll show you those in a minute. This is Baptiste. He's a product engineer, French guy. He's got lots of experience in the automotive industry. He's a motorcyclist as well. Very smart guy, and he's just joined the team and as a product engineer. He's got a YouTube channel on this French YouTube channel. Here, I'll leave a link in the description if you parlez français, and you can watch the videos in French as well. We'll be trying to do similar videos, similar topics, just to keep everybody up to date. But yeah, go over there, click the link in the corners or wherever it is, or in the description, and yeah, subscribe if you are French, or if you prefer French emails and French language. We've got some new designs sorted out. This is going to be an overview video of what we've kind of done, and then we'll jump into different videos for each topic because they're quite big. First off, on the left here, you see we started designing down the bottom here a new attachment system for the MotoBags, and this attachment system means we can put the bag straight on the bike without any racks. So I've got a GS 1200 Adventure, and it has racks, OEM racks. I took them off to test, and it looks way better. The bike looks awesome. So what we're going to do, or what we have been doing, is developing a new kind of attachment system, so you don't need racks. Very cool, and yeah, makes the bikes look way better, and also it's quite easy to put on, put off. So we're working on that. Updates coming soon on this one. The other one is a foot peg. The foot peg, at the start we had so much input from everybody, huge input from everybody. And if you've got ideas, sign up to the newsletter. I'll leave a link in the description below, and yeah, give us feedback on how we should do it. But we've actually come quite far on this one. Actually, quite exciting, groundbreaking stuff, industry mover. I think we've kind of, yeah, we've found a way to make some really big problems simple, and I think you guys will really like it. We've got a lot of components. Actually, when I started talking about this project, we've got so much influx, I thought we can't possibly do any of this, at least in one product. We'd have to do a series of products to suit everybody, but actually we found a way to bring it all together. Very exciting stuff. I'm not going to talk too much about that because it's actually, yeah, we're going to get it prototyped up first and get everything sorted before we release it. But as this was V1, I've already made a video on this V1 here. This is just a CAD model that we designed, and we made a 3D print of this and put it on the bike to test it. This has gone way further now. Yeah, but we'll come back with another video. On the right here is a radiator protection. At the start, when we started designing this in the sprint, we thought, oh, we can't do much. It's basically, it protects the engine from stones, or the radiator from stones and stuff like this. It's not that interesting, but actually we found out maybe it's probably the coolest one on the market. The big difference is, first, you can remove it to clean it, and that's the massive thing. You can actually remove the grill quite easily and clean in there and get all the stones out and all the mud out and stuff like this. We looked at all the MX biking one with lots of dirt and stuff like this, and we think we've got probably the best one on the market here. We'll do another video on that as well. But yeah, at the moment we're going to prototype that up and put it on the bike, because when we took my ones off, I had a lot of dirt and dust and rocks that have got through the holes, and actually damaged, sits on the bottom there and damages the radiator. So we thought, why don't we make it easy to remove, and so we can clean in there and get all the dirt out and get all the bugs and get everything out, get the airflow working well. And yeah, we're going to make some prototypes of this, test it, throw some stones at it, get it messed up, and yeah, we'll come back with another video about that. And at the bottom is a handlebar extension. This is a render. A render is like a 3D CGI image of the product. This will be a CNC unit, one whole piece. That's very cool too. It's a 25mm extension. We're going to do this one first and go through the whole process of getting the certifications done in Europe as well. It's pretty important. You can also buy ones without certifications, but we want certifications because yeah, when you go for your checkup with your bike, you can just show them the documentation that it's actually legal and don't have to worry about that. And the quality, it just guarantees the quality is supreme. Especially on this area, I don't want to mess around with low quality stuff here. It's pretty critical to your life. Moving on, we tested on the left here. This is a Givi top box. We're looking at it making a top box as well. This is just an example. So we've got here, we're looking at a back plate and a top box for the bike. It's going to be hard. We haven't actually started this project, but this is on the cards next week. We'll be designing this product. Maybe next week I'm going to make a video on this so we can get some ideas from you guys before we start designing, so we can get all the inflood of ideas. So stay tuned, and if you new to this channel, just sign up in the email list in the description below. I'd love to hear like your ideas or what's worked for you before and what didn't work for you before. Yeah, and so that goes on to the next one here, which is like a back plate, so we can put our products. You can put our products on top of it, and it's making this rear rack bigger. Those will correspond with each other, but they're independent products. Yeah, that's another project we're pushing forward, and we have pushed forward. But we've also done a crash bar. This is my bike on the floor, we lay it down and checking out the bend, how much it actually bends the crash bar reinforcement for the GS. As you know, the GS has got quite a big boxer sitting out the side. It's quite vulnerable, and we've just designed around like a reinforcement bar. So this is actually quite an interesting product. Another product that we thought, oh, what can we actually do to make it different and make it better? There's a lot of products on the market, and we found one. And we found a good one. We've done a lot of engineering as well. Baptiste, I was talking about him before, the French designer. He has a lot of experience in this kind of stuff. So what we're doing, we're bringing the shock right through into the frame, and it's a pretty solid solution. It's pretty solid, actually. So pretty happy with that, actually. Let's move on. This is a project that I've had on the back burner for quite a while. It's a cover. It's a motorcycle cover. In the bottom here, I've got a little bag. This is what I carry all my biking gear in. Like when you go camping, you don't want this stuff lying around, and it's quite bulky as well. We're two people. So here, I put everything in there, zip it up, and put it at the back of the tent, back of the moto tent. It's hidden away. What's really interesting here is the cover. I'll ask for feedback on this too, because at the moment I haven't found the right material. It's quite bulky. It comes out to about the size of my head, which is it's for me it's okay. I use that in Africa a lot, and for me I just attached it to the bike. But and I guess I have to ask you guys, where do you actually use them? Do you use them mostly at home, or where on this? If you've got off-street parking, on-street parking, how do you use it? And then I can correspond that data and find a material that is compact enough. And all that kind of stuff, but it's good. It's working already, which is good. It covers up both MotoBags and all the gear, and it's like a security blanket. It's one of the best pieces of security you can buy for your bike, actually. But if you see here in the bottom corner, I've got my MotoBags on the side with MiniBags, Moto tent, and then all my gear, all my riding gear, and tank bag, and everything. It covers up quite nicely. But I'll make another video about that. That's just another thing that we've been developing and testing. It takes a lot of time to test this stuff, see how the materials react in the cold and the heat and the sun after years of use. So this has been used for about 3 years now. It's still mint, so I'm actually happy with the material, but it's just the size. So maybe I'll use the same family of materials, just maybe a lighter denier. Product updates is also for the MotoBags. I'm looking at making offset for the MotoBags. So the mufflers here, some bikes have an offset, so the racks go up and then in. There's also going to be the flat. It's quite technical. We're trying to figure out a tool. It's quite new, so we have to figure out a way to make the welding work. We've also got an inner bag. Because the MotoBags are now removable, you can remove your bike. You just remove them from your bike. All you need to do, you don't actually need to take out the inner bag. And the inner bag we use is quite thick, so it takes up a lot of room if you're folding it up and rolling it up. And the bag's waterproof anyway. So what we do, this is just an extra layer. So what we're going to do is we're going to put like a red liner inside, Velcro that in so it's permanent. Well, not permanent, you can be removed, but it's in there all the time. That's another product that we're looking into. A little tank bag and a big tank bag here. This is an image of the sample that I've received. Well, the sample of the tank bag. If you've been following the other videos, you've seen the progression of this. And also a smaller tank bag. One of our influencers, Peter, German guy, he has a couple of tank bags. This bigger one here is generally for like multi-day trips, weekend trips, or day trips. If you're going up to the mountains, you want to carry a lot of gear. And the other one is a smaller one, and it's more for everyday carry, EDC. So that will include your phone, your keys, your pocket knife, or whatever, glasses and all that kind of stuff. Small enough just to get out of the way, but so you don't have to carry that stuff in your pockets. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. We're just waiting for the tooling to be finished. So we've already invested in the tooling for these products. There'll be 2 tank bags here. Once that's done, we're going to move into samples, final samples, and we're going to go out and test them. Hopefully I can get quite a few samples made and get them out to the guys to test. Other things we've been looking at is the bottom of the EVA, at the bottom of the products. We've updated it with a kind of like a very sexy kind of finish. Well, that's the word that comes to mind when you feel it. It's very, very nice, and it doesn't damage the surface that it's on. That's going to be used on the TallBag and the pannier pack and any other kind of EVA bottom, hard bottom product we use. I'm also looking at the Overlander, just testing out these waterproof zips here. We've got 2 different styles here, having a few issues. I want it to be a bit more accessible, a bit faster to access these bags. At the moment, these zips here are very expensive, and the quality is, yeah, it's not good enough for us yet, and they're very expensive. The quality is average. So I'm just waiting for the technology to improve a little bit more. And these are real waterproof zips. These are ones that you can waterproof. They're not there's water resistant zips. North Face do something else which was quite interesting. I found it was just like a roll top and a zip at the top. There's also a possibility, but not 100% waterproof and maybe not as fast to access. But yeah, I'm looking at improving that product just slowly as well, because we've actually got no problems with the current design. I'm just looking into other avenues and pushing those ideas. Product updates for the MiniBag, TallBag and MicroBag. We're going to reinforce the top bracket here and change the attachment system. As you see, I've brought this webbing right through on both sides just to give it more stability and stop this kind of ripping that's happened occasionally. This doesn't actually happen that often, but it has happened to customers. We've replaced them and all that good stuff, but yeah, I just want to slow improvements to perfection. Also updated the side stand extensions and made it stainless steel on the bottom. Again, we haven't had any problems with it. I just want to make sure that it's future-proof and it'll work in 10 years as well. I mean, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a slight adjustment, slight improvement, but yeah, maybe it'll give like extra 5 years of usage. It won't self-destruct. What else is happening? The world is crazy with a lot of things at the moment. You probably know that already when you go to your local shop. We've had a lot of shortages from containers to materials, and shipping times have increased massively. Also, costs have increased. If you look down here, the steel prices at the start of the pandemic, and now it's way up. It's all double, triple. So we're trying to keep this, we're battling with this as well. Our suppliers just keep putting the price up. It's really unbearable, and most of our products we ship for free. So we're bearing these costs as well to try and keep the costs down. It's just getting product is really hard, and trying to get product out to you guys. So that's we are working on it. The world is a bit crazy at the moment, so bear with us if you are waiting for product and back orders, because we are trying our best, and we are working 24/7 to try and get these products out and shipped out. But if you, yeah, the world is crazy at the moment, so we're working really hard to deal with this. But we're in the same boat as everybody else. So let's hope by next year, everyone's the experts are predicting that it should be back to normal, whatever that means. At least prices are all coming back down, hopefully, and shipping times can be sped up. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with at the moment as well. On good news, we have a dealership that you can go and see the gear at. That's in Moto's M&M. That's in Ostend in Belgium. It's our first one. So if you are in Belgium or you're passing through Ostend from France to Netherlands or something like this, drop in and see them. You can see the gear. They are, we have the gear on show, and hopefully we'll be building out other places around Europe, the US, and trying to get our products into these places so you guys can actually go in there and see them in real life, and see my quality and how good it is. No, yeah, because it really matters. You know, you want to get your hands on it and touch it and see what it is all about. So head in there and have a look. So over the next couple of months, we'll be definitely making a lot more of these videos, products, and I need feedback. I'd love feedback from you guys. It really helps. It makes the products awesome. Anyway, it's good to talk to the community and keep the finger on the pulse, and talk to you guys. So yeah, sign up to the newsletter. It's in the link in the description, and just sign up there. Put your email in there and click sign me up, and yeah, we'll send out emails every couple of weeks about asking for information, product information, like ideas, and yeah, generating kind of that community design flow up into the products. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Have a great week. Talk to you later.